This is Android Basics, in which we bring you up to date on the things that you should know to use your Android phone.
Now we turn to the Android Basics section, and Warren is going to pick up the next episode in our PlayStore series and show us the PlayPass and start to go through those settings in the settings category.
As we continue our journey through the Play Store, today we'll be looking at a couple items. We'll be looking at the PlayPass, what it does, and what it cannot do. We'll also take a look at one of the items from within the Play settings. I am on my home screen and will now tap on the Play icon and get started.
Play Store.
Let's go ahead and tap.
Play Store. Google tap.
I am on the Play Store now, and what we need to do next is to tap on the username on the top right-hand corner of our phone. And so I'm going to put my finger near the top right corner and tap on my username.
Signed in as Warren Carr. Account and set.
I tap here, and next we want to go ahead and tap on PlayPass. I will now tap on the PlayPass, which is the 7th item that's going toward the bottom.
PlayPass, 7 of 7.
Here is PlayPass. I'll tap to activate.
Play Store. More fun, less interruption, in list.
I am now on the PlayPass page, and here you could choose to subscribe. I think it's like $4.99 a month. Or if you do an annual thing, I think sometimes they have a sale, and I think that may be the case for now, and you can get it for less than half the price, somewhere in there. Let's take a look and see what we have.
For just $4.99 per month.
Okay, so $4.99 a month.
No ads.
Yes, no ads. Basically, that's what they're telling us.
No in-app purchases.
No in-app purchases. In other words, if you find an app that is participating in the PlayPass program, whether the app is $100 or 99 cents or 10 cents, you will get that added to your account for free because you're already paying monthly.
Cancel anytime.
And you can cancel at any time. And
Get started button.
here is Get Started. But before we get started, I want to look at the items below here before we get started.
You can save 50% with a yearly subscription for $29.99 per year.
And so here they're telling us that if you decide to do an annual subscription, it's going to be $29.99, basically $30 as to the $5 a month. Of course, when you multiply that $5 a month by 12 months, you're looking at a total of $60. So if you do the annual, you'll be saving half that price. Let's look at some of the information.
Frequently asked questions.
So here is the FAQs.
What is included on PlayPass? Collapse button.
So this collapse, if I tap here, for example,
Expand button.
here's what we got.
As a subscriber, you will get access to an expansive catalog of 1,000 plus games and apps, with new additions every month. Games and apps in PlayPass will have no ads and no additional in-app purchases.
That's one of the answers for the FAQs.
How can I browse the catalog as a subscriber? Expand button.
And you could tap on this to expand it and things like that. If I tap here,
Collapse button. Check out the PlayPass tab in the Play Store app, or look for games and apps marked with a PlayPass badge throughout the Play Store.
so in other words, there will be a PlayPass tab in your Play Store app. And when you tap on that, you could see some of the apps or games that are available for the PlayPass program. Or if you're searching for an app and if it qualifies for the PlayPass program, it will be associated. It will let you know that this app is actually participating in the PlayPass. And so if you get it, you're not going to be paying anything. And
What happens to games and apps I already have? Expand button.
if we like, we could expand that. Let's
Collapse
take a look.
button. For any games and apps that are included in the PlayPass catalog, ads will be removed and in-app purchases will be unlocked.
That's what that is.
Power in-app purchases unlocked with PlayPass. Expand button.
And I'm not going to go through all
How
of
does family
this.
sharing work on PlayPass? Expand button.
Here's a family sharing. I think this
Collapse
one
button.
is important to look at. Here's what it talks about family sharing.
With Family Library, family managers can share access to PlayPass with up to 5 family members at no charge. Family members will need to activate PlayPass on their account. Learn more.
So in other words, you who is the managing person of the PlayPass, you could enable that. And then if a family member is on your plan and they want to participate, they will need to activate the PlayPass on their device. Let's keep going.
Share the fun.
Share the fun.
Family managers can share access to Google Play Pass with up to 5 other family members so everyone can enjoy on their own devices.
Thank you.
Learn more button.
And you can learn more, and that's what that is. So if you want, you could take advantage of it by tapping on that Get Started, or you could tap on that place that talks about the 50% off and then go get yourself a Play Pass for $29.99. That is $30. I think I'm going to get that just for giggles. That also gives you play points when you do that, because it will give you a lot of play points. Let's go in there so you see what I'm talking about. Let me scroll back up here.
You can save 50% with a Google Play Store.
So I tap there,
Google Play.
And here,
Play Pass will automatically be shared with your family members.
Okay.
Earn 3 points per $1 on your first payment.
So if I subscribe today, each dollar is going to give me 3 points. So if I have $30, so 30 times 3, I'm looking at a total of 90 points. Is that what that is? I think so.
Ends June 30th, 2023.
So at my end, it ends today, June 30th, 2023.
You'll be charged $29.99 plus tax automatically every year until you cancel. Your price may change as described in the Google Play Terms of Service. Learn how to cancel.
And in other words, if you decide to cancel after you've subscribed, you can cancel at any time so that the payment doesn't recur because you already signed up. So it's totally up to you. I think I'm going to sign up later on when I'm done with this.
Play Store.
Now I went back now, and let's go back to the second item that we want to look at today, and that would be from within the Play settings. So I'll go back again.
Signed in as Warren Carr. Account and settings.
All right, so let's go ahead and tap on this account name and go tap on the settings, and then look at the first item that we want to look at from the settings.
Account and settings.
Now I'll navigate to the settings toward the very bottom and tap on it. Now below PlayPass we have
Settings. 1 of 2.
settings,
In list. 2
and
items.
that's the item we want to look at. So I'll tap here.
Play Store. Navigate up. Button.
And the first thing we want to look at here, there are several items here, but today though, we will be looking at the first item, and that will be the General.
General. Account preferences. Notifications. Click to expand the General Settings section. In list.
Let's tap here and see what we find in the General area.
Click to collapse the General Settings section.
I have expanded the General Settings area, and here are the items that we find upon activating the General.
Account and device preferences. Account, country, and history.
We got account, history, and country, and all of that.
Notifications. Manage notification settings.
We got notifications.
Theme. System default.
We have themes and system defaults.
Google Play Instant. Use apps and games without installation.
We come across the Google Play Instant.
Google Play Store feedback. Control surveys and responses.
And that's the last item from the category of the General. Let's go back at the top though and start looking at some of these items. Let's start with the preferences.
Account and device preferences. Account, country, and history.
tap.
Account and device preferences. Account and device preferences, out of list.
In here, we have the following items. I may stop to open up some things and look at it, but basically I'm just going through so you know they are here and you can look at those things on your own.
Emails from Google Play, 1 of 11, in list, 11 items.
We have a header that says emails from Google Play. In other words, if you want to be able to receive email messages from Google Play regarding some things that they have going, you can turn this feature off because below that we have
Receive emails with news and offers from Google Play.
So in other words, if you want to receive email about offers and news and things like that, there's an on-off toggle to the right of that.
Receive emails with news and offers from Google Play. Switch off.
And you can turn it on if you wanted to. And below that is your email address. If you tap on that, if you wanted to receive the email messages about these promos and offers with a different email address, you could go edit that and put in the email address that you would like to receive those offers and promos at. And below that, we hear
the address where you get information about most of the Google products you use with this account.
There
More
you go.
options.
There are more options there.
Country and profiles, 2 of 11.
Next, we have country and profile. So your country, and you could change your country if you travel to another country, for example.
United States.
Here below there, it says United States. So if I were to travel to, say, to the UK or some other place like that, I could change my country to the UK so that I have access to the Play Store there. Next.
You should change your Play country only when you move to a new country. Learn more. 4 of 11.
So you could do that if you move to another country, like I said. Next.
You may see content relevant to the general area you are in, based on your IP address. Learn more.
Next.
5 of 11. History. 6 of 11.
And in here is our history, and below that,
Clear device search history. Remove searches you have performed from this device. 7 of 11.
you could tap there to go clear all of your history that you've made searches from.
Clear wish list. Tap to clear everything out of your wish list. 8 of 11.
If you tap here, if you want to clear every wish list or apps that you have on your wish list, you simply tap here and you're going to find where it says clear. And I'll show you what I'm talking about.
Clear wish list. This will clear everything from your Play wish list, out of list.
Upon tapping of that, I'm being told it's going to clear everything out from within my wish list. And frankly, I don't want to do that. And so we have either cancel or OK. Yeah, in the middle, we got
Cancel button.
cancel, and to the right of it
Clear button.
is the clear button. Now I'm going to tap on cancel.
Cancel button.
I got too much stuff in my Play wish list to clear all of that out in one shot.
Play Store. Clear wish list. Tap to clear everything out of your
All right, next, moving on, we come across
Leave beta programs. Tap to leave all beta programs you've joined. 9 of 11.
So in other words, if you want to leave every single beta program that you have joined, then you could tap here and of course go tap on that clear. Instead of, clearing or opting out of betas one by one, you feel like I don't want to be part of any betas anymore, then you can simply tap on here and simply tap on that clear. And every single beta you participated in will be gone with the wind. Next, let's move on.
Unregister for upcoming events. Tap to unregister for all upcoming events. 10 of 11.
So if you've registered for some upcoming events and you want to go unregister, feel free to tap here and go tap on unregister. Next,
Unregister for app and game pre-registration. Tap to unregister for all pre-registration notifications. 11 of 11.
sometimes there are either apps or games that open up for pre-registration early access, and you could opt into those things. And then if you're waiting for those things and later on you say, hey, I don't want to be part of this, you can tap here and go and register for those things. That's what we have in here, and that's the last item. I'll now go back to the previous screen.
General. Account preferences, notifications, click to collapse the general settings section, in list.
And moving on, so we're going to move away from
Account and device preferences, account, country, and history.
the next item we have is
Notifications, manage notification settings.
tab.
Notification settings. For this device only, 1 of 8, in list, 8 items.
And here are the items we find in here.
Account, notify about upcoming charges or problems with payment methods, 2 of 8.
Next,
Switch, on.
and
Updates available. Notify when updates are available for apps, 3 of 8.
so if you want to be notified when updates are available, and of course, to the right of that is an on-off switch.
Switch, on.
Next,
Updates completed. Notify when an app is finished updating, 4 of 8.
and if you want to activate that, there's that on-off switch to the right of that.
Switch, off.
And there's an off because by default it's off. And if you want it to be on, you tap on that. I don't care about turning that on.
For your account,
Next, we have something for your account. And below that we have,
pre-registration. Notify when you can pre-register for new games we think you'll like, 7 of 8.
and you could turn that on.
Switch, on.
And mine is on. Next.
Deals and promotions. Notify when there are offers we think you'll like, 8 of 8.
And of course, there's an on, off.
Switch, on.
That's the last one. Now let's go back.
General. Account preferences, notifications. Click to collapse the general settings section, in list.
So we're back to that general settings and we have that notification. Moving away from notification, we got,
Theme. System default.
we have themes. Moving on,
Google Play Instant. Use apps and games without installation.
and you can go in there and choose to use those or not.
Google Play Store feedback. Control surveys and responses.
And in here we have something about Google feedback, and surveys and all that. That's the last item in the general. Let's go in here though and see what it contains.
Google Play Store feedback. Apps and offers, 1 of 6, in list, 6 items.
So the first thing we heard is apps and offers 1 of 6. Moving my finger down.
Answer surveys about apps and offers. Receive occasional surveys about how well you like apps and offers you see on Play, 2 of 6.
And to the right of that
Switch, on.
is an on-off toggle. Next.
Manage survey responses. See and remove your survey responses about apps and offers, 3 of 6.
You could tap on that and go manage that.
Play Store app, 4 of 6.
Next, we have the Play Store apps.
Answer surveys about Play Store. Receive occasional surveys about how well Play Store meets your needs and interests, 5 of 6.
And to the right of that
Switch, on.
is a switch off/on.
Remove survey responses. Permanently remove your survey responses about Play Store, 6 of 6.
And that's the last item. You could tap in here to go remove all the responses you've given here on the Play Store. And that's the last item in this category. I will now hand it back to the podcast crew and let's deliberate on some of these things.
You're listening to the Blind Android Users podcast.
Thank you, Warren. I've got to say, I don't use PlayPass. I've sort of been semi-interested in it, but I slightly resent the fact that everything in life appears to be becoming a subscription these days. You can't just buy something anymore. You have to sign up to it. Anyone else a PlayPass user?
Never used
Well, PlayPass is not available in my place, so
So PlayPass is a new thing in India, and always I thought that there's a trial, and I wanted to search for it, but I could not search for it.
You don't
John,
have
do
to
you use
search
it?
for it. It will just be there if it's available in your country.
I mean, I've got the apps I need, so I don't really see the point of PlayPass.
I mean, it's quite good. If you want to download a lot of included paid apps, then it's
Yeah,
got
I
a
guess
benefit.
then, but I tend not to download many apps like that. I tend
Yeah.
to just pay for an app. And
Yeah, so I
Or-
think that the whole thing, though, is that people who are gamers are the ones that really benefit from this because there are not so many apps on there, to be honest. Now and then you find regular apps because it all depends on the developer. The developer wants to participate in the PlayPass program or not. And but a lot of gamers or game developers, participate. So if you're a gamer, this is a heaven for you because then you don't have to be paying for these things. I just went ahead anyway and purchased it because for 1 year. And like I said, frankly, I don't want to be paying $5 a month for something like that. So I got the annual subscription for $30. And by this time next year, I'll just cancel.
John, do you have it?
I do not currently have it. The only time I've ever had it is when I've had a free trial of it. I've somehow managed to get like multiple free trials in the past, but yeah, I take it out and then I go right in there and cancel it so it won't renew because I know I'm going to forget. But so
Do you ever actually use it for anything?
no, not really. Like Warren said, there's very few apps in there. I think like a couple of apps I got the pro version of, like one might have been an audio recorder, maybe HiQ MP3 or something something similar to that if it wasn't that one, where I could get the pro version. But the pro version is probably only less than $5 itself. So
Yeah, it
that's
wasn't
really
much.
yeah. So if you're not playing games and you're not buying like in-app purchases, which let's be honest, those mostly are only for games, then you probably won't get too much of a benefit out of it. There are apps in there, but probably nothing I would use too often.
I think it's good for gamers, though. I think, but yeah, I think it's, if you're not a gamer, like you say, quite niche sort of thing, isn't it? It's not, because most apps don't cost that much anyway, just to buy once.
Yeah, but the whole idea, though, is not that whether apps cost 10 cents or $100. The idea is that you can get a lot of apps that participate and they keep adding on apps. So let's make that clear. It's not like there are not apps in there. So if you look like last year and you look this year, you see that there are more apps on there. So it's a good thing, but like I said, if one is going to participate, it's best to just get the annual rather than the monthly thing because you're paying $5 a month. That's a lot to ask for. You might as well just buy the app out that you're after or whatever. But if there are several apps that you're after, then it's worth it. But rather, I'll just get the annual $30 and call it good. And then if you think you don't need it anymore, cancel it before your anniversary comes up.
Presumably, though, there are loads of apps with in-app purchases that aren't part of PlayPass. So I think you'd have to check, do the apps you actually want, are they part of it before you start paying money? That's what I would do anyway.
The other thing that I like about the settings, though, under that general and all of that, is the ability to opt out of betas or opt out or clear out your history or opt out of pre-registrations and things like that, or you can even clear your whole wish list if you wanted to, and that's found in that general settings, notifications and all of that. I really like the way they arranged it. So if you are in a beta or several betas and you don't want to go one by one to opt out of those, you just one click and you're out.
You know what they should add though?
What should they have?
They should add an opt-in session. So if there are betas for apps on your account, you should be able to opt into them there as well.
I see what you mean. Like if you have apps installed and you can say,
in your library.
If there are betas for this app, I want to opt in for all of them.
Yeah.
I think that makes sense. They should have that as well. That would make sense.
That'd be really
or at
good.
least show you a list of all the ones that you have that have betas, and then you could choose the ones you want to opt into.
Yeah, or opt into all. Yeah. Sometimes knuckleheads like us come up with good ideas that the big wigs don't have.
Yeah, take a step back and look at the logic.
But yeah, that would really make sense. A lot of
That'd be
times,
amazing, wouldn't it?
these guys don't think of some things. And, if I have apps and they'll say, hey, all of these apps that you have or XYZs of the apps that you have betas you want to opt in. And I could say, yeah, opt in or just select the ones that I want. That would
The other
make
thing they
sense.
should do is that they should move the opt-in button on the Play Store so it's buried. Like you might never see it. They should put it up with uninstall and open. That should
Exactly.
be
Near the top, not toward the
Yeah.
bottom. Yeah.
like you might never see it. You literally wouldn't know.
Yeah. You have to go toward the bottom to find that.
Yeah, they should move it up and give you an opt-in button.
There is an app. I'll have to do the demo during the app Bonanza. It shows you all the betas of all the apps that are installed on your device, including Google Apps. So I need to do the app demo during the app Bonanza.
Are you talking about Beta Maniac? I have that.
Yeah, Beta Maniac. Yes.
Yeah.
I forgot the name of the app.
Yeah. Humphrey Bogart did that in a film once. He said, of all the betas of all the apps on all your phone, and you had to opt into mine.
Yeah. There's something
That's from Casablanca, folks. Slightly reworked.
I don't watch movies, so I have no clue. There's something about Beta Maniac that I don't like. I don't remember what it was, but it's like it doesn't give you like information about something. I don't remember what it is about. I still have it, and it's a way to get betas if you want to be opting in for betas. There's something that Google forgot to give us a way to opt into all the ones that I have installed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been good for me because that WhatsApp, being able to be on more than one phone for the same account, that was available before as a beta for ages. It would have been nice if I could have done it, app by app. Actually, I only want the WhatsApp beta. I don't want any others because I haven't got time for unstable apps. I could just have opted into that. That would have been nice.